Hey guys, it's Selwen here, coming straight from the BlizzCon panel. We have finally been introduced to the new allied race in the future patch 8.2, the Mecha Gnomes. Now this was rumored for the past couple of weeks. Now to what faction this allied race will be applied is a little bit weird, because outside of the Mecha Gnomes there were no new allied races officially presented, so it's safe to assume this is an allied race for both Horde and Alliance, much like the Pandaren. But to dial back a little bit, since this is content 2 patches away, what about the Zandalari and the Kulturans? Well, those are coming much earlier in 8.1.5. There is no official date yet, but 8.1 was announced to come on the 11th of December, so a good assumption to the 8.1.5 release is somewhere around March or April. But we finally know their official classes. Oh yes, so the Zandalari will be able to play all classes except for, and of course, Demon Hunter and Death Knight. But yes, the Zandalari Paladin dream is indeed coming true. As for their racials, you have Embrace the Loa, Pray to the Loa, and gain their favor. Not sure what exactly it is, but it's some sort of buff. Regenerating for self-heal, probably on this small channel. City of Gold to gain an additional coin from monsters, most likely a very small amount of gold. And Pterodax Swoop for a glide. Now in my head I just imagine Demon Hunter wings while flying a dino, so yeah, I want that. Zandalari trolls being able to be druids, they of course gain new awesome and unique forms as well, as you can see on the screen, and they are just really quite gorgeous. As for their class mount, is just a recolored dire horn, and as for the heritage armor is what you would expect from a Zandalari troll. As for the Kulturans, the surprise playable class here is the shaman. I believe this is since a lot of Kulturans are very much connected to the element of water, so the restoration side of things. As for the ratios, you gain a stun/knockback, which seems quite powerful, increased versatility with Brush It Off, Jack of all trades for a higher skill in all trade skills, hold your breath longer, much like the undead, but also swim faster, and a higher resistance to frost and nature damage. As for their racial mount, it's indeed no surprise, yet another horse. And since they can be druids like the Zandalari, they also gain unique and awesome new forms, very much based on the dressed culture in Dressvar, with a Moonkin form deserving some extra attention. This will all come to us relatively soon with a questline in 8.1.5 connected to the war campaign. To be able to unlock them, make sure to have Zandalari Empire Rep by Exalted or Proudmoore Admiralty if you Alliance. Now to go back to the Mecha Gnomes, not much else is known about them besides the fact that we are going to meet them on one out of the 2 new zones coming in 8.2, an ancient lost island called Mechagon. The overall storyline surrounding this area is all about gnomes and goblin lore, which is a nice twist to everything else going on in the rest of the game, and for years I've heard people cry out for more gnome lore, and well, here you have it. Everything about them and the new zone looks all very steampunkish in nature, lots of robots, lots of tech, so will be a very interesting zone and most likely goofy zone to visit and explore. As for the unlock requirements of the Mecha Gnomes and all of that info, again, we don't know anything as of yet, but we can see their models, which is basically a regular gnome with a mechanical body reskin, which is quite cool and unique to our current roster of races, especially if they indeed come to the Horde, unless we get some mecha goblins or something. Tinker class confirmed? Now, isn't all about allied races, we are also finally presented with the new Goblin and Worgen models. 2 expansions late, but at least we are one step closer. Now they are not even coming in 8.2, but 8.2.5, so expect to wait almost a year until you can get them, but it will be worth, as they look so much better to what we currently have, especially the Worgen. The current one is just so bad. As for the heritage armor for the main core races is also announced for 8.2, a questline, and of course the heritage armor for Torrens, which looks absolutely beautiful, following a storyline around Thunderbluff. And to keep with the theme of Mechagon, the gnomes are also getting a heritage armor, which just fits them perfectly. But yeah, that covers all the race side of things coming over from BlizzCon. Is there more races coming besides Mecha Gnomes in 8.2 or 8.2.5? Well, it's possible, and we have that Najathar zone coming, but for now we're getting Zandalari, Kultiran in 8.1.5 and Mecha Gnomes later down the line. And yeah, that covers it all. Do stay tuned as I continue putting out more videos about BlizzCon. I should have one soon, or maybe already up, covering all the bigger features coming in 8.2. So remember to like and subscribe to get that. Until then, see you next time.